Hey, Vincent. It's morning over here, but good evening over there. Good morning, Bob. How are you guys? How are you, Bob? Vincent? Hey, Matthew. Good morning. Did you sleep well? Not really. I was okay. I'm used to it. It seems like everybody's getting sick. Stan, he's sick. No, I cannot, Bob. That's crazy. What's wrong with people? Yeah, you have five studio guards are sick? Wow. That's what I say. Screw 'em. Who cares what they think? I absolutely agree, Bob. Just block them. That's all you can do. I wouldn't even worry about it, Bob. You know what you are. You know you're a good person. You know you're good looking. Don't worry about what people think. Oh wow. Oh well. Time kiss your ass. Hey Christina. Now I've never heard of him, Bob. I agree, Matthew. Good morning, Christina. Matthew's right. Nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. I ain't never heard of it. Yep, that's right, Bob. Nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody learns from a mistake. Nobody's God. Nobody has the right to judge. Last time I checked, that's only God. He's the only one who can judge people. He's the only one that has the right to. I don't know what's wrong with people nowadays. I guess talking about people makes them feel good, huh? They got nothing better to do in life but running their mouth about people. I wouldn't even worry about it, Bob, because you know who you are. Okay, Matthew. Okay. Yeah, come on up. Well, hey, Matthew.
Hey, sis. What's up, sis?
What you doing?
Gotta work on the SUV and the RV and continue working on Miss Star's she shed, making her a what is it called? A she spa, like an outdoor like spa thing with like a steam room and then like a little crafting she shed for her. You gotta. Yeah.
It's very hard to get people's attention, Bob, especially the big YouTubers. It's very hard. They are very busy people, so it's hard.
Oh yeah. No.
I'm lucky I haven't got a hold of Omar and Jody.
Well, supposedly Mo Sargi is following me on Twitter and asked if I wanted to do a collaboration with him.
Make sure it's a real Mo because it could be a fake one.
See, that's what I was thinking too. I was thinking, like, why would he? I mean, I know I have a lot of like Twitter followers, but
Yeah, Mo
no.
don't collaborate with anybody and ask for money or anything, so that had to be the fake one. Because the real one's not like
Well,
that.
well, he didn't ask for any money or anything. He just asked like where I'm at and stuff, and I told him
Okay,
San
at the
Antonio,
end
and
of his
he's like,
name with their numbers?
no, it was just Mo Sargi, and it was like together,
Okay, how many followers did he have? How many people followed him?
uh, like 17 million or something like that. I don't know. I just told him, the state that I'm in. I didn't give him any like actual information.
Just be careful, because it may not be the real Mo.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, why would somebody like him, follow somebody like me? Like I don't even really do the things he does.
Well, that's not necessarily true because Oh My God TV follows me on Twitter. The real Oh My
Oh,
God.
really? Really?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. Okay. I didn't know.
I mean, just because we're ordinary people doesn't mean they won't follow us. But you got to be careful, though, because there's a lot of fake ones out there.
Okay. All right. I'll I'll do some more research on him. It was just like a spur of the moment
Hey,
kind of
Ron.
thing.
Yeah, just be careful because I don't want you getting scammed because they'll talk to you for a minute and then they'll start asking for
Yeah.
money.
All right. Yeah, they haven't done that yet, so I
The
don't.
real Oh My God TV followed me for like 2 years.
Sweet. Okay.
Yeah, I actually met Omar though. I met him like 3 times.
Nice.
Yeah, he made some videos with me in it.
Really
Yeah, it's on his channel.
sweet. I have to go and look at that, Patty. I don't really follow big. I have to go and watch that. I haven't.
yeah.
I don't really follow those big people.
Why not?
I don't know. I
Right.
yeah. I don't know. I mean I follow one big YouTuber. I guess he's big. Roland with me or whatever. Supposedly his house was like the house that he had in like Virginia was like super haunted.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I know. I've seen his videos. Yeah.
yeah, I saw him, and but he I don't know. He clicked with me for some reason. I don't know why. Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
No, that's Second Star Survival.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
I don't know.
And Miss Turkey Balls.
Oh, hello. Hi, guys.
Yeah, Matthew was pretty good. He's a pretty good fella.
Hi,
Thank
Turkey
you, sir.
Balls.
Hey, Turkey Balls.
Yeah, Chris said, go check out Turkey Balls. I mean, Patty.
She was in there.
I love my ass off. I was like, I can't believe you did that.
So, how are you guys doing?
Everybody know that song Turkey Balls knows Patricia Boyer while they're at it because that's all I'll be saying.
Now, who's that guy?
Second Star Survival.
Second Star Survival. Oh, do you do any ghost
You
hunting?
just call me Matt.
Call you what?
Matt.
Matt,
do you do any ghost hunting on your channel too?
Yeah, I'm more of a cryptid hunter. I hunt for Bigfoot and chupacabra and stuff like that. But yeah, I actually got I went to a haunted insane asylum on a live stream and everything, and was
where
San Antonio,
Texas. Oh,
out in Texas.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn it.
Yeah, and on my live stream, I got speared in the back by a spirit and broke my leg on a live stream and had to crawl my way out. I wasn't even there investigating ghosts. I was just checking out the abandoned area to see if I could investigate it. And yeah, broke my leg on a live stream and had to crawl back out on the live stream with a broken leg. So
apparently, I guess they did not want you back there.
I guess not.
Yeah, I've been back there multiple times, and every time
he didn't learn.
No, I didn't. But
Sounds like you.
I mostly do. Yeah, I mostly do survival, bushcrafting, teach people in the paranormal community and everything how to make like survival bags and medical bags and stuff.
Yeah.
And I help the communities in other ways, and I show y'all how to track things and stuff like that.
You know what? You can keep the Bigfoot stuff. He wants to go do that. I said, Chris, no, because I can't run. I can't get away. No.
I can't run either.
Well, you can run faster than me. I'd fall on my ass trying to run.
Heck, one place I went to, I ended up getting like marks on my back from a
pitchfork.
It looked like the size of a pitchfork.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
But I never felt it.
But
I
Yeah.
love a long challenges, Ron. I love it. I'm not afraid to do a long challenge. Shit.
I do long
Right.
challenges all the time because I can't get to the places he goes to. So I'm pretty
Yeah.
much there all by myself. But man, I love it. Oh my god. I don't know. Y'all might think this is kind of weird. Sorry for what I'm gonna say, Patty, but it's kind of like orgasmic, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
Just having the spirits being around me, I can feel it. With the electric charge and everything. It's like, oh, I love it.
Yeah. Well, the thing with cryptids and stuff is 90% of the time they're just like any other wild animal. They don't want anything to do with you, and most of the time there's maybe a 5% chance that a Sasquatch or Dogman or anything like that will actually attack
appear
you.
herself.
Well, that's what he wants to go find. Is the
Yeah.
Michigan Dog Man.
There's one legend. It ended up turning out as an April Fool's joke.
Ah, gotcha.
It was called The Legend about a dog man.
Right.
They got the song on YouTube, and it was written by, what was the guy's name again?
I don't remember.
Shit. It's been such a while. But he was a disc jockey out of a radio station in Traverse City.
I'm sorry.
Gotcha.
And it started out as an April Fool's joke, but the funny thing about it, that April Fool's joke ended up turning into an urban legend.
Right.
Because a bunch of people started calling the radio station reporting this dog man that they've been seeing.
Yeah.
So it blew up.
Dogman, if you're more out in like the northeast or the eastern part of the states, there is a huge movement of dogmen out there lately in the past like 10 years. Roaming packs of dogmen, stuff like that. You don't really see dogmen out in the Midwest and the West. They're more up north and out east, like Tennessee, Virginia, North, South Carolina, places like that.
Well, this song was done in Michigan.
But see,
actually, Michigan has like over 100 sightings of dogmen. So,
yep, and it's normally around the lumber camps.
And it's,
yep.
Isn't it like every 7 years or something?
It's the 7th year of every decade of the 7th month.
Right.
Is when the sightings are popular.
So the next sighting is on 2027.
6 years from now.
Right.
Yeah.
And I want to go.
Have fun with that.
You're going with me.
Well, anything. Well, see, cryptids are kind of like paranormal. There's some paranormal incidents that only happen at certain times of the year and stuff like that. But with cryptids, they
the one where you come
but with like cryptids and stuff, they have birthing areas, like traditional territories that they were born in. So it's kind of like going back home kind of thing. And they go there and they breed, have their offspring, then continue on with traveling everywhere else.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of like how salmon do. They have their breeding areas they go back to, and they travel hundreds of miles, to go back to it.
Yep.
Chris, you need to tell him about that video.
Just hang on.
Yeah.
So, Matt, tell me about Bigfoot. You believe in Bigfoot?
Oh yeah. My first sighting of Bigfoot was when I was 15 years old, and I was in McDonald, Georgia, and my grandfather had 300 acres of cattle land, and he was a dairy farmer, and we had 300 head of cattle, and I grew up. My grandparents, my dad's side of the family is full-blooded Cherokee. So my grandfather and grandmother was full-blooded Cherokee, and I grew up listening to all the old Cherokee folklore tales of, paranormal, cryptid creatures, stuff like that. But one night, I was helping my grandfather on the farm, and 6 of our cows didn't come back. And I knew one of the cows was pregnant. So I thought maybe she's behind, she's given birth, and the other one stayed with her because they were a group. So it was the ones that usually hung out with each other that stayed together. And so I got on the 4-wheeler and I started driving out, and I had a double barrel shotgun with me, mule double barrel shotgun, old school, 12 gauge, and that was in the holster on the side, just in case, there was any predators around that was trying to, because if a cow gives birth, wolves, coyotes, any predator, even mountain lions will smell the blood and come out to check the area. And well, I went out there and I saw 5 cows around in a circle, and I was like, oh great, she gave birth and she's down. So that means when they go down, they can't get back up because all the strained their body and they're not able to get back up, and they have to be hoisted on a body sling in the air until they get strength back in their legs to hold themselves up. And when I got closer and closer and closer, I got probably about 20 yards away up on top of a small hill. And I was looking, and the cows weren't facing outside like a protective ring. They were facing inwards, and they weren't a close-knit protective circle. They were probably about maybe 5 or 10 feet away from the center cow. And I saw a shadow-like creature, probably about the size of a bear, hunched over on top of this cow. And I was like, oh crap, I can't take out a bear or anything, so I'm gonna distract it and drive off and have the bear chase me, and that would give the cows time to run away. So I got there, I pulled up probably maybe about 20 yards away, 15 yards away, and this wasn't a bear. It was a human-like, hairy. It was kind of like a man wearing a fur coat, like over the top of this cow.
Suit?
No, like an actual fur coat. Like,
oh wow,
yeah. But when I yelled at it, because I thought, and still in my mind, I thought it was a bear. I thought it was a small, I thought it was like a juvenile bear. And so I yelled at it. I said, hey, bear. And when it looked up at me, it wasn't a bear at all. It had a humanoid face. It looked like, the best way to describe it, do y'all remember He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, the cartoon from the 80s?
yes,
Yeah.
Okay, you know Beast Man from,
yep.
it looked exactly like Beast Man. from that cartoon
Holy
that
shit.
was over it. And it looked up at me and it gave this gut growl at me. And the teeth I remember on this creature so vividly. It looked like how a 3-year-old would draw teeth on a monster. The sharp, jagged triangle teeth.
Damn.
And its whole entire mouth was like that. Like it was filed into these triangles, like these meat ripping, gripping teeth. And it gave me another growl, and all I remember was it went down into the jugular vein of the cow, bit into it, and pulled a chunk of meat out of the throat of this cow and looked at me and put it all in its mouth and started chewing it. And I stood up on the four-wheeler in disbelief of what I saw. Like, I was stunned. I was amazed. I wasn't scared or anything. I was just in awe of this creature. And then in probably about 5 minutes, this creature picked up the cow, threw it over its shoulder one-handed, and in about 6 gigantic, like, leap steps, disappeared into the break of the forest.
Oh man.
And never saw it again. I went back and told my grandfather about it, and my grandfather told me, all right, I need to explain to you what you just saw. You saw one of the hairy men or hairy trolls of the forest. And that's what got me into cryptid hunting.
Well, last night, Brenda Hawkins, she posted a video. She caught 2 of them. I don't know where she was at, North Carolina, but she caught 2 of them. And she's like, look at that. She was so amazed. I was like, oh, hell no. I'm gone. I wouldn't be
Yeah, the area where she's at, the area where Brenda's at is more of Patty type 1 Sasquatch area. Type 1s, the Patties are the Patty Gimlin type, the traditional Bigfoot.
Yeah.
They're not. No, go ahead. What?
I was wondering, is there like any of them that are like friendly, that are not like scary, like?
No. I mean, they're all. I mean, there's only 2 types: the type 3 and the type 4, which are actually aggressive towards humans, that really hate humans. And yeah, they're the ones that are known as human eaters and face eaters.
Okay, I like my face. Thank you.
But like the Patty, the type 1, they're typically not aggressive towards humans, only unless you have a juvenile male that's been kicked out of the matriarch and has to start its own family. But 90% of the time, big like type 1s and type 2s will not attack you. They would do things like throw rocks at you, throw throw acorns, actually throw their feces at you and make hoops and howls and do tree knocks to scare you out of the woods, to scare you away from their territory.
Sandwoman scare me.
So,
yeah.
More or less what you're saying, the whole thing should... Okay, you seen the show Mountain Monsters, right?
Yeah.
So...
But yeah, go ahead.
You don't like them, I take it.
Yeah, I don't.
But a lot of the things they tried to capture is basically what?
Sasquatches.
They go out after quite a few things.
Yeah, they go after anything that they can shoot and mount. Yeah.
Oh, Ron, what are you, a Bigfoot? Man, if you're a Bigfoot, I'm running.
That's why Bigfoot is so hard to find.
I'm sorry, I ain't gonna lie. I'll be afraid of a Bigfoot. Hell to the yeah.
She wouldn't even stick around to think Jerky Boss. She'd just be out the door.
I ain't so much about them. I'm good.
Well, actually, by bringing that up, my question is...
If I'm gonna have somebody eat me, I might have a man eat me, not no damn Bigfoot. I'm good.
Is there actually one like the Cherokee Devil that they went after?
It's not called the Cherokee Devil. It's see, that's the thing that
I know
that was a term,
but
yeah, that was a name that was put on Reddit. It's a devil monkey, which devil monkeys are not Sasquatch. Devil monkeys are a whole entire different breed of chimp.
Okay.
They're not a Bigfoot at all. They're not a juvenile Sasquatch. The people on Reddit have, sorry to say this on your channel, Patty, but they have bastardized what devil monkeys are. It used to be called the Opaka, and the Opaka means devil child. It wasn't a monkey or anything like that. It was a child that was literally raised by Bigfoots, and it's an old wives' tale. And before, that child was the only thing that the Sasquatches had to trade with the Native American tribes, because that child could not only speak Native, he could also understand Sasquatch language. So, and what, yeah, and that's the thing that's hurt cryptozoology so much is Reddit. And the thing, like, I don't know if you've heard of it, but SCP, like the Secure, Contain, Protect thing that's been going on in Reddit, talking about all these abnormalities that's been found throughout history and stuff, and it's a secret government organization that holds these certain types of cryptids so that they don't destroy the world, which is a bunch of BS.
Right.
I have a question. Do you search like aliens and stuff too, or what?
I'm not a UFOologist, but I have had one experience with aliens in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Georgia. But
Blue Ridge
They,
goes all,
Yeah.
huh?
I said Blue Ridge goes all the way down there.
Yep.
Wow.
Yes,
Cool.
ma'am.
Okay, cool.
And it's,
Hey, good morning, sweetie.
I don't believe that a more intelligent race of beings would even spend time looking at us or worrying about us. You know,
Mm.
we are not, we are a small organism in the petri dish of the universe.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, and you know, you got these beings that can travel through time and space at a moment's notice. I think they just come here. They don't really. I think they like coming to us as like a vacation spot. You know, you know how like city people like to go to the beach or like Florida or whatever just to get that moment of away from the big city hustle and bustle to
Right.
calm down. I think that's why aliens come here, is because we do still have nature, and they can
Right.
see stuff that they probably don't have anymore.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That the reason why I asked that question, because a lot of the stuff you see on TV is all basically scripted. I know that. And it's a bunch of hocus pocus, smoke and mirror type things. That's why
Yeah.
I was wondering if there's actually something that could do what that does, or what they're trying to portray it does.
That's going more into the occult. That's going more into not the cryptozoology aspect of things. That's going more into the metaphysical world.
Right.
There's a lot of cryptids that do borderline supernatural, paranormal, and metaphysical levels. But
Right.
those sightings are 1 in 1,000. You don't really, you can't really go out in the wilderness and see a bruja floating above the trees. Or, there's like 16 well-known skinwalker locations here in Texas and Arizona and stuff like that. But
things I
you're not going. Yeah, I mean, you're not. There's an actual place called the Skinwalker Caves in Arizona that was
really?
actually a historical skinwalker cave for one skinwalker. Yes, it's kind of like a Bermuda Triangle of supernatural abilities. There's paranormal, there's supernatural, there is lights at the end of this cave that has no power sources or anything, and they change multiple colors. But actually seeing a skinwalker, no, you're seriously not going to see a skinwalker unless you are truly cursed to see a skinwalker. Most of the time, skinwalkers will take an animal form and be in the area, but you won't know that skinwalker's in the area because it will be in an animal form unless you know what you're looking for. So, and even then, that skinwalker will know that you're looking for it, and it's not going to be in the areas that you think it's normally going to be.
Exactly. It's going to be like any other cryptic being. It's going to be hiding, of course.
He's another one.
Yeah. And I think the reason why Brenda can see so much movement and everything is because she's constantly there hunting them, and they know her scent. So, and that's the thing. That's the thing with with Bigfoot hunting and dogman hunting and stuff. If you're constantly in a particular area, they know who you are.
Yep.
And they want to show you that they are there watching you as you're watching them.
Right.
Like, it's kind of like the mafia, you know. It's like, you know, you pay for security service from the mafia, and you decide not to pay them this month. They're going to be in front of your store, sitting there playing clothes, you know, like letting you know, hey, we're still here, you know.
Sorry, go ahead.
You're fine. Because with cryptids, they have the smell. They are animals. They have the they can track you for miles.
Yep.
Like, they know where you are. And they have scouts. And the alpha and like the alpha male and female, they're not going to do anything unless you show that you're a danger.
Yeah.
But the scouts are the ones that constantly keep track of you. They're the ones that follow you. They're the ones that you mostly see. Like, when you see a Sasquatch video or Dogman video, those are the scouts that are out protecting the territory.
Right.
So, yeah.
Hey, Patty, how'd you like having your first interview?
Yeah.
You know you're having an interview, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's all good. I don't care.
It's actually interesting. Or you're making it interesting.
I don't want to get near it, though. You can make it.
It's understandable.
I'm good.
I'm all up for it.
Yeah, see, I'll
be in the motel. Y'all can go have fun.
It's see, when I was little, my grandfather put me in the Cherokee reservation to learn to be a tracker.
Right.
So I can track any animal. I know where to go. I know where to hunt. I know breeding areas. I know, you know, and I transform that, instead of being an actual hunter provider, to being a cryptid hunter instead. And I get backlash from it all the time because I teach people how to actually track these creatures. Mm-hmm. And then I get people on my channel, you know, telling me, oh, I'm going to get some kid killed or whatever that wants to go out in the woods hunting for these things. And it kind of makes me mad because I also teach people how to be careful while doing that stuff too.
Right. You're always going to have those haters out there just to discourage you.
Oh yeah. It's just annoying. You know what I mean? I don't really care. I don't pay attention to it, but I do read some comments. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know.
Worst part about it
makes me
comments. You gotta learn to brush them off, no matter what.
Yeah, I've learned to do that over the year and a half of being on here.
I still get the comment, and it's like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Comfort-
There's always going to be the one person that's going to come in and be like, well, why hasn't there been any evidence? Why hasn't there been a body found? Why hasn't there been skeletons found? And the thing is, from what I've gathered from information and everything, it's just like why haven't we ever found an yard in Africa until the last 100 years? I mean, it's the same way with Sasquatches. Usually 90% of the time, Sasquatches are opportunists. They will take anything that they see that is edible and use it. And I believe the same way goes for if a older Sasquatch dies, they will recycle that body. They will use the meat. They will eat it. They will use the bones. They will. And also you got to think nature. Also, nature, scavengers of nature. Any wild animal, any bird, anything like that will grab body parts and drag it hundreds of miles away. And you may find a rib bone, but you're not going to find a full skeleton, you know. And if you find that rib bone in the woods, 50% of the time people are thinking, oh, that's just a deer rib bone. That's not a Sasquatch rib bone. That's not, you know. Or they're going to think it's a human rib bone and not touch it.
Worst part about it, rib bones on any animal, there's always a distinct difference on them. And if you can't tell that, then you're not going to know the difference between anything when it comes to like animal skeletons.
Yeah. I mean, but that's the thing though, also 90% of the people that are out in the woods, they're usually like day hikers. They're not researchers out there like trying to find evidence, you know. They're the normal average Joe that's going out there, and they're going to be like, oh, you know, that's a dead animal, and they're just going to keep walking by it, you know. They're not going to stop and inspect it and see if there's bite marks on it, if there, you know, has it been cracked open for the marrow, has it been used at all.
Right.
They're just going to walk by and not even care.
Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's you got to think, to every 10 paranormal investigators, there is one cryptozoologist.
Right.
That's how small of a field we are compared to paranormal.
But there's a lot of people that go out and hunt them, and a lot of them won't say that they're hunting them because you get people that ridicule those types of people every day of their lives. I used to work with somebody that goes out to hunt for Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Him in a small group used to go out. So.
Well, now a lot of states are actually protecting Bigfoots now. Like Ohio, Minnesota, Oregon, Austin, Texas. They actually have Sasquatch protection rights now.
Nice.
Like you can't go out and hunt them at all because they're actually considering them endangered species.
Right. And to get back to what you say, people want evidence of it.
Yeah.
Go to a lot of these caves where Indians have roamed. There are pictures of creatures that are taller than what they make themselves. So how much more evidence you want?
Even with that evidence and everything, they say that the drawings are exaggerations of natural creatures. Even biologists say that now. Like, they say that they are, like, they're, where is it? In Seattle, there's one, the Plancita natives that were in Seattle. They have a whole entire mural of animals that were around during their time. I'm talking about still saber-toothed tigers. They had big-tusked tigers. They had huge three-toed sloths drawn on the walls and everything. And biologist says there is no possible way that Native Americans and giant sloths were coexisting at the same time. So it's pretty much people without a degree in biology or anything,
right,
going against people with degrees. And in that in that the professor is always going to win the argument no matter what, because like I have a master's in cultural anthropology, but I don't have the credentials to come out and say that this creature is real, because I don't work at a university. So,
well, I hate to say it, a lot of people that works in the universities, not saying they're dumb or stupid or idiots, but there's a thing. I know there's a saying, seeing is believing.
Yep.
But if you were not back in that time, you cannot judge what somebody else might have seen or did see.
Oh yeah.
Or
well,
anything
even
like that.
well, even
Anything's
in Egypt.
possible.
Well, even in Egypt, in one part of the Pyramid of Giza, they show woolly mammoths pulling sleds of stone. So, but even the Egyptian Egyptologists say that there's no way that a woolly mammoth would have been able to survive the climate of Egypt to do that. Then why would they draw it?
Right. Now, you would probably think I'm crazy or a little loose, lost a few marbles. When I was a kid, I could have swore I caught a baby crocodile or alligator in my fishing net up in Michigan.
Probably, yeah. I mean, they're in New York, so they're in New York, they're in Maine, they're in Jersey.
Well,
so
this thing was only about like this long.
Mm-hmm.
And it had that rigid back just like them with the snout on
Yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah.
And
I mean,
it was in a freshwater pond.
Yeah. Yeah. It could have, I mean, there's hundreds of things that could have happened to have that be there. You know, I mean, you got to think during the 60s, the 70s, even the early 80s in Florida, there was gas stations, little mom and pop gas stations throughout Florida where you literally buy baby alligators.
Right.
For like $5 or $6 and take them back with you. So
when I caught that, I was like in kindergarten, first grade.
yeah,
So, like I said, a lot of people could call me crazy about it, but I know what I saw.
yeah. I mean, there's like I said, there could have been hundreds of different explanations on why it was there. But if it was there, it was there. If you saw it with your own eyes and you caught it with your own hands, then it was real.
Yep.
So, I mean, even today, there's bull sharks from the Gulf of Mexico swimming halfway up through the Mississippi River.
Yeah.
That can breathe both fresh and salt water.
Yep.
So, I mean, we even have in the Mississippi River, we even have loggerhead eels. We have, zebra mussels that are from, Africa. There's even pythons in Florida. So
right.
If it's up to nature, nature will find a way to survive no matter what.
Exactly.
Nature will always survive. Humans are the only thing that cannot survive without man-made materials. Humans as a society have learned the ability to survive. We have learned to have everything right at our fingertips. We do not know how to forage. We do not know how to barter. We do not know how 90% of the population doesn't even know how to farm or grow basic, vegetables.
Right.
And then they want to say that a creature like Sasquatch can't survive in our wildernesses.
Yeah, that's the problem. There was a time when human and Sasquatches were basically hand in hand.
Right.
And now it has spread so widely apart that either they're afraid of us or we're afraid of them or something.
Pretty much they're not afraid of us, but they're afraid of what we can do.
Right. And I hate to say it, there's a lot that we can't
Southern.
do.
Southern. I hate to disagree. I hate to agree to disagree with you.
Right.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Man-made materials. We need man-made materials to survive. Like a gun. A gun is made by man-made.
Yep.
A fishing pole is man-made. But the thing is, you can give a man a gun. He can go and hunt, but can he kill an animal?
Exactly.
Does he have the aim to hit that animal and not ruin the meat from killing it?
Exactly.
Our ancestors were able to shoot a deer and kill it with a single wooden arrow and drop it dead in its tracks. There is hunters, professional hunters that can't kill a deer with one shot.
Exactly.
I mean, and it's the same thing with fishing. Fishing you will not always catch fish.
Sorry about taking over your channel, Patty.
See, also, even with a hunting rifle, you have to have the skill to be able to aim that hunting rifle. And like what you just said, a shitty person that has no idea on how to use those things is just as dangerous in the wilderness than them starving.
Right. I guess I'm lucky. I grew up in the woods.
Yeah.
A good portion of my life.
Well, the same here. I mean, but the thing is, I mean, what happens? See, here's the thing. If something traumatic happens, if production or whatever happens, and you're not able to get ammunition, if you're not able to recreate ammunition in any way, you will have to go back to the original muzzle loaders, and 99.9% of the population does not know anything about muzzle loading or how to recreate the powder to make a muzzle loader shot. I mean,
if I had to go back to muzzle loading, and I'm not saying I'm the best one on this, and if I can't recreate the powder,
yeah,
I'll be looking for a nice sturdy stick and shaving a point into it.
Well,
and finding almost
the thing
like
is,
an arrowhead.
Well, here's the thing. That's why you still see native tribes in South America and stuff like that still thriving to this day, is because of the knowledge to make traps.
Right.
You know, and bows. And, you know, because nature will always provide for you, no matter what. You can go out in the woods and find anything in nature and be able to recreate what you need.
Exactly. Because that's how I grew up. If I wanted a bow, I had to make it. I used fishing line and a stick.
But here's the thing also, though, you know, a bit like what I was agreeing with you on that, Southern. But the thing is the ability to know how to make a bow that's going to last you. Right. You can make a bow, but how long is it going to last? How many shots are you going to get off before it splinters and comes back and hits you in the eyes and blinds you? How, you know,
exactly.
Do you know how long to fire harden that arrow shaft so it will last multiple shots instead of that one shot?
Exactly.
Yes, Spitfire. Well, in America, there's 4 different types of Sasquatch, but there's over 100 different breeds throughout the world in other countries. I mean, there's Sasquatch in India. There's Sasquatch in the Asian countries. That nobody ever even talks about. I mean, the Sasquatch in India are called the Vara, and they've been around. They were written in the Indian religion.
No, I'll just stick with my little demon child right here. You can have all the cryptic. This is my demon child.
Right.
She acts like a little.
Well, I know, Southern. Yeah. I mean, my whole entire dad's side of the family was all Cherokee, full-blooded. So, yeah, I mean, Well, the thing was, a lot of the tribes were nomadic, so they were walking foragers. They did know how to plant simple crops like potatoes and corn and stuff like that, but most of their diet was wild vegetation. Most, 90% of the Native American diet was not meat, like how a lot of movies and stuff portray Native Americans as going and hunting down buffalo and killing them and dragging that carcass back. And no, that wasn't an everyday thing for them. It was a once a month, because that was so much work trying to drag one of those buffaloes all the way back, especially if it was 30 to 40 miles and you were walking. I mean, you let me know if anybody nowadays can walk 30 to 40 miles unless you were in the military and still in the military, that you can carry at least 200 to 300 pounds of meat on your back and walk 30, 40 miles without hurting.
I know I can't walk 30 miles.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look at those buffaloes. Those buffaloes were 12 to 1800 pounds. I mean,
What?
each one of those people, like, you know, most hunting parties were only five men. So that would be at least 250 to 300 pounds per person of meat to carry. And meat isn't solid. Meat moves. Meat is made of water. So you're carrying something on uneven ground, barefooted, and without really good ability to hold any of that stuff, because the blood will make it slippery, the water in it makes it jiggly, the fat in it, it wasn't a fun time in paradise even for our ancestors. And most of the time when they brought that meat back, they made pemmican out of it so it could last longer. So they did not have to go on multiple hunts. What's up, Mo, brother? But I mean, like humans of this time period just don't know survivability. They don't have the ability to survive like our ancestors did. And I hate to say it, but in the future, most of these survival skills and everything are going to be gone. Why do you think the city of Damascus disappeared? I mean, the city of Damascus was well known and one of the richest civilizations in the old world. And each one of those families had a different way of making Damascus steel. And sooner or later, the children of those families did not want to be blacksmiths anymore. So they ended up stopping. And it seemed like overnight, it was like 5 years, and Damascus was no more, because nobody was making Damascus steel anymore. And it's the same way with farms today. Nobody wants to do 4-H. Nobody wants to be known as a farmer or a dairy farmer or a pig farmer or anything like that, because meat prices are screwed now. And
Yep.
farmers are not making the money as they once did 30 to 50 years ago. And that's going to be another thing that's going to fall in society. So,
Well, here's how I see it. If people have to go through and give up all these precious materials that they can get at the store for 1 week, like your weapons, your phones, anything like that, they're going to be screwed.
it'll be an anarchy.
Yep.
If an EMP, if say we lost power today, if every state lost power, the world would go into anarchy from it, because we do not have any our modern luxuries at the tips of our fingers. Oh, I'm good, Mo brother. I'm good. It's just one of those things. It's the snowball effect.
And the
But
only ones that are going to actually survive it has been the people that have had to live that life from time to time.
Or
yes,
Amish. The Amish people, they're used to that.
So, Matt, do you believe in UFOs?
I do. I believe that we are not the supreme race, Mary. I mean Patty. Sorry,
Hey,
I got
Rob.
a text from I got a text from one of the people at my work named Mary. But but yeah, we are not the supreme race. There is too many planets out there to not have another evolved race.
I'm Michigander, man.
But
And it
yeah,
makes me mad when it also makes me mad when we as humans believe we are the top of the food chain, because our governments and stuff like that don't want to admit that there could be other life out there. Because if we say that there is other life out there, that makes us, like I said, just another organism in the petri dish. We're not the top dog anymore.
That makes sense.
so if
Matt, read this. Look what he just challenged me.
What?
hey,
Okay.
can anybody take that challenge? Live it up.
I could do it.
What?
Wait a minute. I'm sorry, I've done it.
What?
I'll do it. I don't care.
Challenge. I've done it.
But I think you should do it, Patty.
I'm blindfolded.
Yeah, Patty. Go for it. It's fun.
Hey, I'm pretty much blindfolded 24/7 because I'm legally blind. So yeah,
I'm scared.
I
And
live
when
my
I
life
see if
that
the big
way.
man gonna get me. I don't care. I'm scared of shit.
Okay, Matt.
Right.
Here's another question. Now, if this world,
Give me 1 second. Let me answer this text real quick.
okay, it's a challenge for Patty. I'm doing it. Oh, you will be amazed. Live it up.
Yeah.
You will be amazed.
He started those when I was starting going out with him.
I got you, Living. I promise you, I got you.
Because he wanted to see, what I experienced. And things are so much more heightened.
Yes, it is. You hear a lot more and everything else.
Well, what I'm going to do, since I have a little bit of sight, I'm going to go out Tuesday and I'm going to do the blindfold thing because I want to see if, my vision is somewhat there, but with it totally gone, is it going to be a hell of a lot different for me? I mean, because I can already feel things around me and hear things. But
Yeah.
is it going to be more intense, you know?
Maybe,
So
maybe not.
I guess it'd be like a double blind study.
Well, I've also seen people do the blindfold test and nothing happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I guess it just depends on the spirit. You know, if they know you can't see them or whatever, what's the point? You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, I mean, some of them could, you know,
But
could literally act like a toddler, you know?
Well, they kind of make themselves known to me in other ways. Like, we were driving through a cemetery. I can't see the headstones or anything. Chris turned the corner, and I'm like, Chris,
stop. No, you told me to stop.
And I heard the name James.
And I looked out my driver's side door, and there was a tombstone, James Wild Dalton. And we're doing okay, Mo.
From one of the Dalton gang?
I don't know.
I don't know. I was like, I want to go home. And Chris like, why? And I'm like, I just heard the name Clyde. I just want to go home. And he goes, no, we're not going home. We're going to drive around and look for this guy, this person, right? And going out of the cemetery, there was a tombstone that said the last name was Clyde. And I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done. This is when I first started realizing that I had some gifts, you know?
Yeah.
I always thought it'd be cool, but I'm like, not so much anymore. My one friend goes, well, honey, you got it now. So you're stuck with it.
I'm glad you're okay now, Rob.
What happened?
He said I kind of did it. I did it at his state method. I'm in Michigan, most haunted cemeteries. Demon tried to take me over.
Oh, God.
Oh.
You have an attachment or anything, or are you good?
I'm pretty sure he's good.
Yeah. I ran into a demon when I was 14. My dad was a Baptist preacher, and he was a Baptist preacher and a Baptist exorcist, and we were poor, and you know, my dad, he was a preacher and stuff, but so I wouldn't be late to school. He would pick me up when he would get off from third shift. He worked first, second, and third shift. And he would pick me up and go and do like house cleansings and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was 14 at the time, and I was already awake. And I was like, and he's like, well, you're old enough now that you can help me. And so he gave me all the crucifixes to put at all the entrances and exits of the house, the windows and everything. And so I did that. And the last place I was supposed to go was down in the basement. And it was an old root cellar from the 1800s.
Oh, man.
So yeah, I went down with the flashlight and everything, and I put the crucifix at the front of the door, and I was supposed to put it down at the bottom of the stairway where the on the supposedly the hollowed ground is. And I put the crucifix there, and when I started hearing these whispers, and I thought it was wind at first. Then when I turned the flashlight, I saw these like charcoal drawn eyes on each brick in the bottom of it. On every single brick, there was charcoal eyes. And they weren't there when I walked down, but when I put that crucifix down, they appeared. And they started blinking at me and moving. These charcoal eyes started blinking and moving. And I said, nope. And I was going back up the stairs. And when I went up the stairs, I was locked out. Like I could not get into the house.
Oh, no.
And I started hearing this deep moaning and growling from down there. And I started beating on the door. And my dad finally got the door open. And I ran ran out. And when I ran, the whole entire house started shaking like it was a 10.9 on the Richter scale. All the plates, glasses, everything in that house started falling off the shelves. The TVs started getting knocked over. And my dad opened up the door, grabbed me, threw me out, and shut the door behind me and did what he did in there. And the lights were flickering like he was at a rave. They were flashing on and off and everything. And my dad stayed 6 hours in that house, and it finally stopped after 6 hours.
Wow.
Oh, Lord, that's a lot. Jeez.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
the question I was going to ask you before you got your text. Now,
Yeah.
if the world went into that snowball effect where nobody had those finer things of life, how many
Right.
older people that has survived off the land would help them? Just because of how rude a lot of the younger generation is.
If it's family, I would say that they would help the family, especially if they came out of like the Depression era, like the Depression period and stuff like that. Because during that mindset, and there's not that many people that's around from that time period. But they would probably help, but they would only teach the bare minimums. They would not. I mean, they would teach them how to gather food. They would teach them, what to do. But other than that, I don't think they would not help other people in their community.
Right. And unfortunately, I hate to say it, that is sad to hear, but I believe it's 100% true, because you got a lot of these kids that don't care that much.
They're just plain lazy.
And they're, like she said, plain lazy, not trying to be insulting, but at least when I was growing up, we were shown how to live off the land, what we can consume, what we can't consume.
Right.
We experimented with making our own weapons.
Yeah.
I have a question. What would Beverly Hills people do? What would the Rodeo Drive people do? They go to Rodeo Drive every day and spend money.
They would go into a panic.
No, to tell you the truth, the only people in like California that would survive is like the Southern California Hispanic population. They would be the only ones that would survive. Like people in Beverly Hills, stuff like that, they wouldn't know anything.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
But you gotta look at the poor. Yeah. Sorry.
If something happens to him, I'm screwed.
Nah, I mean, that's the one good thing about humans is we have the determination to survive by any means necessary.
Exactly.
I mean,
well, I'm not gonna cook and boil my dog and eat that.
Trust me.
I know.
Trust me, the Chinese army did it to the Chinese army did it to their war dogs, and they kept dogs and cats in the army just for survival food.
But yeah, and it's kind of sad that people would act like that. But at least now I've noticed something. When we moved down here to Virginia from Michigan,
Right.
there are a lot more people that would help you.
It's the Southern hospitality. Up north, it was a
Yeah.
A lot of them would turn their heads and look the other way. Don't get me wrong, there are still a few good people out there that will help you.
Right.
But there's not many. Down here, all you gotta do is wait 5 minutes. You might see a deer run in front of your apartment. They got deer overrunning the city. Just stick out a knife and slice its throat if you need meat.
Yeah. Same here. Same here in Texas. I mean, Texas, we don't only have just whitetail deer. We have whitetail, we have axis, we have black bucks, we have bighorns, we have Oregonian sheep, we have Husqvarna. What are those pigs called?
Javelinas?
Javelinas. Yeah, we have them. I mean, and the thing is, out here, the older people, they buy deer feeders that are used for hunting and, spot hunting. They will buy these deer feeders and put them in their front yard just so they can feed and watch the deer. Like, I have like 20 deer that run through my yard because my next door neighbor feeds deer every day. Yeah. Like it's one of those things. It's the older generation, the older, richer generation. I hate to say it, but they're dumb. I mean, they're feeding and fattening these deer up for other people to shoot and kill.
Right.
Then they get mad because we killed their deer.
Right.
Did Rob say that?
Yeah. Hey, Rob, where are you guys going to be at in North Carolina?
Rob's going to North Carolina?
Yeah.
That's where the next year's YouTuber meetup is.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What meetup?
When I first came down here,
It's,
Amy from What's the Paranormal? They
Yeah.
did a YouTuber reunion family meetup in Gatlinburg.
we went
We-
there.
Well, see, I was born and raised in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Well,
Ah.
I ended up finally getting a car. It's the first year I bought a car down here. I drove down there in that car, which was a big mistake.
Yeah, because on the way back,
Oh.
it was like 12 quarts of oil.
I ended up picking up 12 energy drinks. I drank 8 of them on the way down because I left right after work. I got down
Right.
there until about 12. I started feeling sick, so I decided to go home.
Yeah.
And on the way back, I ended up using like 13 quarts of oil
I thought it was 12. You told me.
Oh, wow.
because it was just spewing out of somewhere. But we ended up making it back.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was crying. I was holding it, Crystal. I was praying. I was like, oh, dear Jesus, please don't let us break down.
I don't blame you,
And
sis.
then there was a really nice lady. She goes, oh, honey, what's wrong? And I'm sitting there crying, bawling, tears are coming out my eyes. I'm like, our car's using oil, and how do you know we're going to make it home? And I was just like spurting off.
But yeah,
She ended up giving us some money for some oil. She was like, here, honey, hopefully this helps.
but yeah, I
Right.
met up with Michigander Man, George Japan, the Steel One, Entity Paranormal.
Amy and Lanny.
What's the Paranormal?
Sherry.
Sherry,
Corbin.
Corbin, Traveling Buddy. And at that time, I screwed up and called them the traveling bunny. But yeah, they are a great group of people. They're awesome. And I was going to go out to the one in Las Vegas when they had it the next year, and money came up as a problem. And then they finally did the one this year in Texas.
Yeah, they were out there by you.
I know.
Yeah, I was gonna go to. Yeah, I was gonna go to that one, but what'd you say, Patty?
I said, hell, I know I'm awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to go back and see how everybody's doing.
Shit, we'll be able to take a week off and go up there and do that, Chris, because it's like next door.
Right. But yeah. I'll
So Matt, tell me more about Bigfoot, because I know somewhat about it. I know it can hurt you.
Yes, ma'am.
What color are they though?
Different colors. It depends on what area they're at. Like out here in Texas, they're mostly dark to light brown. Out east, they're more darker brown to black. There's been some in California that's been reported to have like golden hair.
Right.
It really depends. It really depends on the area that you're at.
Hey Eli, welcome, sweetheart.
Hi Eli.
Hey Eli.
Matt.
Yes, ma'am.
I need to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Would you want to be another one of my co-hosts? Because
closer than what Gatlinburg
I think you're awesome, and I would like to know more about
4 hours
Bigfoot.
and 43 minutes. It's right on the ocean.
Okay. Yeah, ma'am. Yeah. I will help you whenever I can.
Yeah, because I've always wanted to see a Bigfoot. But
yes, ma'am.
I heard that they're dangerous.
Shit, Patty.
They're not all
dangerous.
Well, I mean, technically anything wild can be dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes for Bigfoot. It goes for, I mean, even their cute little dog could go primal at any minute. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's just like humans. Humans can be dangerous. I mean, humans are literally the most dangerous thing on this planet.
I fear humans more than I do spirits, so.
Yeah. I mean, spirits can be dangerous, but most of the time when a Sasquatch attacks, or it's usually because it's defending something. It's defending either a kill that it made, it's defending a juvenile, or you're in the wrong area at the wrong time during mating season. And that male Sasquatch is full of testosterone.
I don't want to be anywhere near any of them, so I'm good.
But it just, but there's the thing is with Sasquatch is for every one dangerous encounter, there is 20 non-dangerous encounters.
Right.
But nobody wants to hear about the non-dangerous encounters because that doesn't bring people in. That, especially on like YouTube and stuff, they want to hear the most dangerous facts. They want to hear, what should we be looking out for by these, primal creatures?
It don't really matter to me. I want to hear it all. It really don't matter to me if it's dangerous or not. You know what I mean? A story is a story. A truth is a truth.
Right. And
You
but
just
see,
don't want to see 'em.
that's the thing. Yeah, but that's the thing. I mean, you got to look at all the other channels on YouTube. You know,
Right.
they build their channels by fear effect. You
Right.
know, and they make these cryptids out to be the most dangerous creature in the world. You know, they make it seem like they're just bloodthirsty, horny, you know, pillaging creatures.
No,
And
wait.
they're not. They, yeah,
Spirits can be horny too. I mean, seriously.
right.
Hey, one day
Yeah.
I had to go to the bathroom and there was an outhouse. And Chris goes, "Can I join?" And I had my little
Being a smart
I
aleck,
had
of
my little
course.
EVP thing with me, right? I heard
Right.
her in the ass. I'm like, holy shit!
See,
Wow.
you know, it's just one of those things. It's people don't consider non-physical things to be humanized.
Yeah, like
Right.
a lot of them, they provoke them. You know, they
We're
want to try to make that fear factor thing.
worst
going on,
part
you know?
about
Right.
it, they want to put a story out to put fear into people instead of anything else.
Well,
90% of the news stories that you read, it's either A, about a shooting, somebody getting beaten, or anything
Yep.
like that. They want to keep people living in fear
Yeah.
their whole lives to make it where they need the government to survive.
Yes. That's it's a fear effect. I mean, it's how you control the populace.
It's a way to to control everyone,
Right.
more or less.
okay, this is my opinion on
Now-
Mountain Monsters.
And yeah, a second.
Yeah,
Now,
because you'll forget.
which would you rather print in a paper? You're not gonna want to print a Sasquatch giving a little girl a toy that he found in the woods that belonged to her. They would rather have you read have somebody read a Sasquatch mauling a person to put fear in them.
Yeah. Well, there's a YouTube channel. I'm not going to give it any credit or whatever, but there's a YouTube channel out there that does missing 411 cases.
Yeah.
And every 411 case that has not been solved in the first 48 hours, they automatically jump to the conclusion that it was a cryptid that took them and ate them.
Wow.
Yes. Every single one of them is automatically jumped to that conclusion.
See, my opinion on Mountain Monsters, I don't like them. I think they're fake. But now there is some things on there that I can believe happen. But like,
Yeah.
I was watching one show from them, and you know Wild Bill, right? He's really into, like poop and you know the poop stuff. Well, there was deer
Yeah.
poop, and everybody was saying it's deer poop, Bill. Well, he
And he-
picks it up and he eats it, and I'm like,
Wow.
okay, now I'm thinking it's got to be like something that looked like it that they made out of food. Because
Yeah.
who would actually do that on TV?
If you got
Well-
paid enough, anything's possible.
No, I can actually attest to that. Like the Native American trackers,
Really?
they used to, yeah. Well, okay, here's the thing. Herbivore scat, deer, rabbit, goat, stuff like that,
Yeah.
they all have pellet scat. So, but the thing is,
I
the
don't
only
care.
way to tell the difference is to literally put it in your back teeth and crush it. And if it's, yeah, I learned that from my Native American tracking mentor.
I'm sorry, I don't.
Have you
care
done it?
I don't care how down on my luck
Yeah.
I am. Mm-mm.
Oh, sorry. I feel
Yeah.
for it, man.
Well, the thing is, okay, if it's deer scat, it has a musky flavor to it. It has like if it's a female deer, nice, live it up. Yeah, I'm Cherokee, brother. But deer scat has a musky kind of berry flavor to it. Then you spit it out. Rabbit,
Spit it out.
rabbit is earthy.
He didn't spit
Rabbit
it out.
tastes like
Yeah,
grass.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that. I was too busy getting sick.
Yeah, that's something that's not really talked about because it's not a good subject. But I mean,
Well, can
if
I
you
tell
need to know
something?
your prey,
Can I tell you something? And I don't care how down on my luck I am. I am not eating.
yeah.
Ew, no. My dog.
Well, you don't eat it. You hold it between your back molars and you crush it. You don't like suck on it or anything. You just crush it. Well, I mean, but the thing is, deer like herbivore poop, like scat, is actually edible. You can actually.
Does that taste like
Do what?
chicken?
Wow.
I'm sorry.
She's being a smart ass.
Wow, really, Ron?
She asks if it tastes like chicken.
No, like deer tastes like it has pheromones in it, but it also has a berry taste to it. Rabbits taste more earthy, like plants. Goat is horrible. So
man, I'd be brushing my teeth.
but the thing is,
how's the
like,
taste?
well, the thing is, like, deer and rabbit scat is edible in a survival situation because it has nutrients in it.
I think I'll starve to death.
I guess that brings out the term, a different meaning of the term shit eater.
Or eat shit and die.
Yeah. I mean, literally, yeah. Like, see, like the Cherokee would make like herbal tea out of it.
Oh.
Wow.
And yeah, like especially deer scat. I mean, because you do have other elements in it. Like you do have wild blackberries, blueberries, you know.
Hey, just watch out get your next cup of tea at.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Now, like I listen to shows on like how hot dogs and stuff are made, and I'm like, I'm better off not knowing.
Yeah, because they make it from the leftover parts of a pig.
Right. I'm like, what?
Or
I
animals.
don't need to know that.
Well, y'all haven't seen any of the true Southern delicacies then. Well, I don't know if Virginia still holds on to the true Southern delicacies or not, like mountain oysters.
Yeah, they do.
Okay. Pig brains and gravy.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Pig's feet.
Yep.
Pickles, pig's feet.
Yeah. My grandma used to eat.
They have that up in Michigan, even.
Yeah, I mean, Well, the thing is, I mean, like menudo out here in Texas, menudo is made out of the intestines, well, tripe. It's made out of pig feet. It's made out of all the parts that the royalty wouldn't eat or anybody else would eat, like the intestines, the heart, liver, stuff like that. And they put it into a
It's
soup.
a hot dog.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think in a survival situation, even our Native American ancestors ate every part of the animal. All their, because in a survival situation or anything like that, like rabbits, if you eat just plain rabbits, you will get what's called protein poisoning out of them because they don't have fat in them. Same thing with squirrels. Squirrels have no fat in them. So you will get protein poisoning out of eating them. That yes, they're abundant, they're everywhere, but that's why they're abundant. The thing with those kind of animals is you have to eat everything. You have to eat all their organs. You have to eat their brain, their eyes, their tongue, stuff like that to get that fatty nutrition back into your system.
Please don't tell me.
Or you'll literally kill yourself.
I didn't have it.
I did.
I was at work.
I had it. And now you say brain. You mean I eat brain and
Well, I mean, like doing that stuff, you make a soup out of it. And it will, like, with those kind of organs and everything, you make like a vegetable stew out of it. And you won't know what that meat is once you put it in your mouth.
Now I'm gonna get sick from eating it like 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
But also you got to watch out for herbivores too, like rabbits and squirrels, because they get what's called braid worms. And if they have brain worms, it contaminates the whole entire meat.
Well, deer meat has fat around the meat too.
I can deal with deer meat.
Yeah.
Not brains. Ooh. I wish you would have told me. Ooh.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
No, I think it's funny. Keep going.
No.
Just wait. Next, he's going to tell you they put their sexual reproductive system in it.
Oh God.
There's a couple of cookbooks from after the Depression, like Depression style cookbooks that did do that, like Scandinavian descendants and stuff over here. They ate the reproductive organs. Like it's a, you gotta think a male's reproductive organ is literally meat. I mean, well, that's what mountain oysters are. Mountain oysters are pig testicles that's in vinegar.
Ew.
And some mountain oysters are bull testicles that's been pickled, because that was a part of the darker past of our history in the South.
Well,
I mean, that was for a specific type of group of people in the past. And
the movie Funny Farm was true on that part.
Never seen it.
It's a Chevy Chase movie. He goes into this restaurant and he orders it, and he breaks the record. and he ends up making a comment. These are good. What are they? And they said sheep balls.
Yeah. It's true.
Dude, you're interesting to talk to, but man.
Hey, you made her turn green.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Well, I mean, in China,
All about
in China, in Chinese herb shops, there is something called tiger resilience, and it's dried male tiger parts, and put into a powder and used to raise male vitality.
Whoa.
But it also like cures sicknesses, like aching pains, upset stomach, stuff like that.
Wow.
So
How about deer penis?
Would you eat
sorry,
mountain
Patty.
oysters?
Yeah, mountain oysters, sis.
Oh wait, Patty, how many followers did you have when you started this?
Patty, what's the difference? You talk about turkey balls all the time. So. Just had a little goat ball.
Yeah, but I don't want a mountain oysters. Oh my God, that's disgusting.
How many family members did you have when you started this stream?
What?
How many subscribers did you have when you started the stream?
How many I have when I first started?
Yeah.
12.
No. Like
No.
900, almost like 8
subscribers. How many subscribers did you have before you started this stream?
That's what I just said, babe. Oh, before this?
Yeah.
I had 864.
Well, you're 5 away from 900.
Right.
Yay!
Wow. Awesome.
You're 5 away from 900.
Congratulations.
I cannot wait until I get them 5, dude. I kid you not.
Congratulations, sis.
Well,
I can't wait to get 1,000.
I'm in a slump right now. I made it all the way to 970, and now I'm back at 935.
You know how many times I've got the subscriber and they took the subscribers from me? More than once.
I've been there many times.
Now they're not taking any from me, but yeah, I'm 5 away from being 900. Hey! Oh!
Yeah, really? That's good.
But I still don't want the mountain oysters, though.
Do your happy dance.
If anyone wants mountain oysters, go ahead and go for it, because I don't want none.
What's that, Matt?
Do you have any questions for me, Patty?
Do I have any question for you?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, man, I gotta
because I'm gonna have to because I'm gonna have to get off here soon. I gotta go to work.
Okay, you know what? You can always come back here.
Oh, I know, but I was gonna answer some of your questions because you've been quiet, sis.
Oh.
Yeah, we kind of took over her stream.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys.
No, we
you're good.
More about Bigfoot and all that stuff because I think it's interesting. UFOs and Jersey Devil and Skinwalkers. I think they're all cool.
Well, each one there's more cryptids in our field that are in between paranormal and living creatures than the cryptids would like to admit. They want to say that cryptids are supernatural beings.
Yeah.
But supernatural still falls into the occult, and the occult falls into paranormal.
Right.
But if we give up saying that they're cryptids that means that means we will lose half of our research to go to paranormal, instead of it being a physical breathing creature of nature.
Right.
And it's kind of hard but the thing is, nobody really wants to pay attention to any of the other countries' cryptids. All we really do, and all we really glamorize here is really the American Big Four, which is Sasquatch, Dogman, Chupacabra, and Mothman. Like, we don't even care about the Jersey Devil anymore, because the last sighting of the Jersey Devil was like 10 years ago. So we kind of but I still consider it cryptid, even though the Jersey Devil is in a natural protected forest, a state forest. But that's also a lot of Bigfoots are going to protected national forest also, or state forest, stuff like that. So if they won't do research on one cryptid because it's in a protected land, then why do we continue on researching these other cryptids that are also moving to national protected lands too? It's kind of a contradiction to the field. And you also gotta realize that half of the people that are actual cryptid researchers, they're not true researchers. Most of them, I want to say at least 30 to 40% of the cryptid researchers never go out hunting. Like, they do all their research and everything from historical facts and online research, which also is kind of a slap to the face of true researchers, kind of like me. They say that my position in the cryptid field is not needed anymore because we have Google Maps. And I'm like, what do you mean by we have Google Maps to do research with? And they said, well, we can stay at home and not have to go out or be in danger, and we can look at satellite imagery from our home, the safety of our own home, and see if there's any Sasquatch movements or anything through satellite imagery. And I'm like, go ahead.
But that's not fun, though. Why do that when you go out and hunt them?
Well, the thing is, how can they use Google Maps to track them when those only update every so often?
Correct. And that's what I brought to their attention also. But they say that it's a safer method and more ethical method than.
The thing is, it may be a safer method, but it's an inaccurate method.
Right. Well, also they don't want to get out in the woods and get in danger. They believe if they set out in the woods that they're going to be attacked because of all the stories that are told on the internet every day. And it's just it's he said, she said on everything anymore.
Right.
nobody wants to go out and do it. They say that like my way of doing it is too old. That
Or
they said that's like
barbaric.
1800s. Yeah, and barbaric. They say
Well,
that I'm creating too much stress on them being in their territory.
okay, here's the thing. Since they take all their information from the internet, hi, my profession's a French model.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of people that have no history with outdoors. These are people that believe. I mean, it's like you can go and get a cryptozoologist degree for like $40 from any university.
Right.
Same thing with a parapsychology degree. You can get that online in like 3 weeks from the University of California for $34 and become do what?
I ended up doing classes online to get my degree in demonology, ghost hunting. There's one for Wiccan and spells, and
Yeah.
there's also one for parapsychology.
But like, we were doing this, but then we were listening to a video. I'm like, that course didn't even touch on half of what we learned. You know?
And don't, and they send you a diploma for completing it with an 80% or higher.
So basically, that's like just a fucking gimmick, you know?
But it gives me credentials on what I actually did learn.
Yeah, but there's a whole lot more than we need to learn, though.
But you know, with that degree, you're able to write books. With that degree, you're able to write book experiences with it.
Well, I'm not.
That's why Lorraine and do what?
I said I'm not going to do anything like that because there is so much more to learn about it than what I learned.
I know. Well, most of these people that do these degrees and stuff is to make money. They don't, and that's why Lorraine and Ed Warren had to. That's why Ed had to go to college and take a class in parapsychology, is because so he could literally not be touched by the cops. And that's why they were able to write all their experiences, is because of that degree. And publishing companies allowed them to write their books.
Right.
Even though Lorraine had a degree in psychology, but she didn't have it in parapsychology.
Right.
So.
Sorry, Patty.
I'll be right back. Patty,
I love Ed and Lorraine. I think they're awesome paranormal hunters.
Oh,
Patty,
yeah.
If the stream's over.
I've seen all the Conjurians and everything else. They are awesome.
Yeah.
If
We should still be up here.
Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right, y'all getting off?
No, I'm just running up to Wendy's to get some food. I was gonna ask her to hold on after she ends the stream, and I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem.
But yeah, I love Ed and Lorraine, man. They're pretty good. I think they're awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were the grandparent. I mean, they were the forefather and foremother of paranormal.
And they're
I like the fact they had Annabelle doll, the Wizard one. I like that fact.
Mm-hmm.
They're the queen of demonology.
Oh yeah. But if you look at it, in my field, we really don't have any forefathers of it.
Right.
I mean, yeah, you can consider all the British like officers and everything that were paid to go sightseeing and big game hunting and stuff like that, and were able to. Well, technically, in cryptozoology, you could consider Teddy Roosevelt the first cryptozoologist. I mean, him and the Rough Riders, like they actually there's a letter that was actually sent to Teddy Roosevelt at the end of his presidency when he was too sick to do anything, and talking about a giant hairy man that was throwing rocks, like boulder-sized rocks, at buildings and trees, and capturing cattle and everything from Nashville, Tennessee. And they actually asked for him and the Rough Riders to come out and dispatch of this creature. And but he wasn't able to because of his sickness. So
Wendy's. What?
All right, Pam, I gotta get off here. I gotta. But yeah, Patty, I'll come on here and everything whenever I get time and stuff. Okay, and I'll co-host with you.
Okay.
It was really nice to meet you.
Hey, it was really nice to meet y'all too.
And you're very interesting. And eventually, after we get Miss Skinnerman done on the interviews, I'd like to get you up there and do interviews too.
Okay,
that was interesting.
That's fine. Yes, ma'am. I will do it with y'all.
I ain't gonna go out investigating with you, but I'll interview you.
All right. Yeah, just hit me up on Second Star Survival, and then we'll do it.
All right, cool.
Awesome. All right, family. Yeah. I love y'all. Y'all take care.
Love you too. Be safe.
All right. Bye.
Bye. He's awesome. I don't want you part of the Bigfoot thing, but hey. That's why I was like, because we Chris put Brenda Hawkins on our thing, and he's like, she's into the Bigfoot, and I'm like, I'm not really into Bigfoot, but I'll watch her because I ain't going out there. Patty?
Yeah, he's very awesome. I think he's cool.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
What y'all been?
Oh, not too much. Not too much. Just getting ready to go down to North Carolina Tuesday, so I'm excited. I can't wait. It's like a countdown. We had every day we get up.
Hey,
like,
boy, Paranormal Research, how are you?
Hey, Brian. Every day that we get up, Patty, Chris is like, 2 days to go.
Guys, like and subscribe and share this out if you haven't yet. I appreciate it. I am 5 away from being 900. Woo!
I know, that's awesome. I am so proud of you. Yeah. How many times have you reached like 900? Because it's like we get up there to 1,000 and YouTube decides to do a purge and they take them away. And I think
Braxton, I didn't know that was you, Braxton. I'm like, come on, you fooled me.
No, he had to go to the store or the. I thought you were supposed to go do an investigation last night.
We were going to, but he had something else he had to do, change the plan. But we are going to try to find the brick house, and so we don't know where it's at right now, but we're going to try to find it and then do a daytime there and then a
Oh,
nighttime.
cool. That sounds good. I'll be looking for it. Because I was like, oh, thank you. So I'm like, I'm so bored. Where's Patty? I want Patty to come on. And then y'all came on about, what, 8, 9 o'clock? We were up on Hot Channel for a little bit. And there was a girl hanging around he was outside the motel or whatever, and there was a girl hanging outside around the tree, and I heard the word prostitute, and I'm like, I think she's trying to give you something. And he's like, no, and then he like, I don't know if he talked to her or whatever, but something about she was a prostitute. She was killed by her pimp. And this was back in like the 30s or 40s. I don't know.
1830s?
No, 1930s.
We gotta be more clear.
But it was real interesting. And then we went on mountains stream for a little bit. Are you there, Patty?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, okay. But
yeah, I was looking at something. But how's Amy doing?
Oh, she's doing okay. She's doing okay. We're gonna when we go down to Mama's house on Wednesday, we're going back up and we're gonna meet up with Amy, and we're going to Elkin Park, I guess. And I'm gonna let her run off my Wi-Fi so she can go live on her channel, and then we can go live on our channel. So we'll be together, but then we'll have our own streams running. So that I think that's gonna be fun. And her mom's coming up with her too. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And then we were talking to Haunted Hiking. We're gonna meet up with him, I think, when we go down to Mama's house. I think we're gonna drive to meet him halfway. So, because we're only like an hour, 20 minutes away from him from where we'll be. So, and I guess Chris was saying that Toby lives like real close to where Mama is too. So I don't know if he wants to try to, get him to meet up with us or whatever. I don't know. But I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'd like to meet up with Mason too, but I'm not sure where he's from.
I think Mason's in North Carolina.
Yeah, I know that, but I mean, like, I don't know if he lives close to Toby or what. Because if he lives close to Toby, we can knock him out on Wednesday before we go down to see Amy.
I think he said he's like 45 minutes away from Toby.
Oh, really? Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him. Because we didn't even realize that we were that close to Cameron, And I asked Chris last night, well, if we're down at Mama's, how close would we be? Because I said, I think we're closer than I think. And he goes, oh my God, we're like an hour and 20 minutes away. And he goes, that'd be nothing. That'd like be driving down to Bay City for us when we lived up in Michigan, in Harrison. I was like, cool. And then we told Austin that we were going to meet up with him. He goes, let's go! I can't wait. Oh my God, this day, it just seems like it's going so slow, you know? And then when we get there, it's just going to go like that. So,
So is everybody ready for the holidays?
Christmas? You mean Christmas or what? Because I ain't, I don't even want to think about Christmas.
Me either, but we ain't got far off. We ain't
Nope,
got far off for Halloween.
nope, nope, we don't. On Halloween, we're going to the Omega Church or something like that over there in Stafford, Virginia. Um, we were going to go to the Witch's Pine, but we found out that the Witch's Pine is highly surveillance now. They a church got a hold of the property and they did a cleansing on it, put no trespassing signs up, and it's heavily surveillanced. So we're not going to be able to do that because we respect the areas. You know, I mean, if there's no trespassing, we don't like going. I
I
don't
can't
feel.
wait for Halloween. I can't wait for Halloween because that's when all the dead people come to life.
Oh, really?
Well,
They're alive for us all the time. I mean, really active. We can go to places that people say, "Oh, it's not haunted," and we end up getting evidence, you know. And it's like, because Chris is like an open portal, you know. And like we went down to my friend Mama's house a couple years ago, and I was taking pictures on her house, and I caught a picture of a girl with black eyes. And my friend said that we brought her in with us, the black eyed child with us. And I told her, I said, no, I think it was here. It just didn't show itself until there was a reason to show itself. Chris came in, it popped up, you know, because what it was I think it was curious as to who was there and what he had, you know. Because you know Chris has that protector, Abraxas, right? So she just wanted to see what she had to deal with when he was there.
right. I don't need no turkey balls. Cause these turkey balls don't mean a thing.
Well, you don't want any gut balls or anything else either.
What
So
the hell? What you
What?
doing?
Getting food?
Oh shit. What you getting?
Wendy's?
Oh shit.
No, I'm not getting shit. I'm getting food.
Oh my god, he is so nuts.
I'm not a scat eater.
Lordy Jesus. What you getting from Wendy's? Cheeseburgers?
the four for
Yeah, bacon cheeseburger, the 4 for $4.
Can I have a coffee?
No,
Oh, shut up. Do it anyway.
too late. I got you a large cup of scat.
Oh,
Oh my
geez.
goodness.
Hey, at least it ain't goat balls.
Could
I
be
want a
mom.
large hot chocolate.
I'll save the turkey balls for Patty. That's fine. That's probably the only kind of balls she wants. Oh, where'd he go?
I'm here.
Oh, I thought you left.
No,
Bring me my food. I'm hungry.
no.
You got it.
But yeah. After the stream, Patty, I need to talk to you about something.
What did I do?
Nothing.
It's a good thing, Patty.
I'm calling. I'll try not to yell at you. Hey, if you
You don't want to do it now?
credit card, if you want to pull up, I'll bring your salads out to you.
Huh? What?
Oh, that was the worker.
Oh, I thought you already said it was too late to work.
What's that?
I thought you said it was too late.
What did I do now, sweetheart?
She was yelling at the car behind me.
Oh.
Did you follow me on Twitter?
I had to put you guys on the car stereo.
Yeah.
But did you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, guys?
Can I get a straw?
No, you cannot.
Thank you. You guys have a good night.
What did I do wrong, lady?
Huh?
What did I do wrong? He said he wanted to talk to me after his live stream.
Oh, no.
Nothing.
It's a good
Hey, it's a good thing for your channel.
Okay.
It's going to help you out, honey.
Anyway, when you guys ever going to go to come down here in Columbus?
Well, I have family in Ohio, so you never know.
We're going to be making our rounds.
Patty, it takes money. That's why I want them to pass.
I know that's right, babe. I agree. It does take money.
That's why I wanted to make the stimulus. That way, I can do a lot more traveling.
Sweetheart, I went to Florida 3 times already, and it cost a lot of freaking money.
Yeah, I know.
I had to pay for Omar's camper. I had to pay for we had to pay for food to get around. We had to rent a car. Oh yeah, it cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
It
and
does.
I'm going back in October.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nothing bad, Patty. It's all good.
Yep.
If we can sell a lot of them, it will help a lot of people out.
Yep.
Yeah.
So do you want me to promote it?
What, you?
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Okay, guys. You guys know me, of course, as Abraxas Paranormal, but I also have this channel, which is the Void Paranormal Research Division, also short for VPRD. I will be making merchandise for this channel shortly. But the thing is, what I am going to do, I'm going to put our logo on the front with the VPRD, but on the reverse side, the back, I am also going to be putting different channel names on the back of the shirt.
Okay.
Are we gonna have the wolf pack on it?
I don't know what I'm going to put on the front, but it might be the Grim Reaper with the black/gray wolf with the spike collar on it.
Yeah.
But we will have both shirts up for sale as soon as the artwork gets done.
And we're gonna have your names on it. Yeah.
And we're going to have channel names on the back of it.
Oh, cool.
So when people are wearing this shirt, they will be going ahead and seeing other YouTubers' channel names on the back so they can go and check them out.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna have like 5. Is it 5 names, Chris? And then
3 to 4 names, because a lot of them are long.
yeah, and then we're gonna get like several shirts made, you know, with all our family members on it. So we talked to Austin
Instead,
mountain last night, and they're like,
Instead-
"Yeah, go
and-
for it."
Missy. So instead of waiting, would you like your channel name to be put on this?
And no,
On your shirt?
yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
and no, it won't say turkey balls either.
I might be even put underneath AKA turkey balls.
Well, everybody likes that, I guess.
Oh, guys. See, so we don't make people get in trouble, Patty.
Yeah.
We
But
cause
yeah, you guys can promote my channel if you want.
But that's what I was going to do. I have done it before in the past with other people under the Abraxas line.
Yeah.
But this is a whole new term, a whole new life, a whole new setting for us. So we are going to go ahead and do it under the void.
Okay.
yeah, we're gonna.
And I would also like to have more of the channels that would like to participate on that. You can get a hold of me on my email.
Okay.
That's on my Abraxas Paranormal channel.
Okay.
It's abraxasparanormal@gmail.com. You can email me with your channel name and all that, and I will go through and do that out as well.
Okay.
What about the Q&A thing too, Chris?
Oh, yes. I'll talk to you about that when I get inside.
Okay.
See, Patty, you're not in trouble, sweetheart.
Well, I appreciate you guys helping me out. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah. That's what the community is all about. Should be helping.
Do you guys know how to do intros?
I think he does, but I'm not really sure.
Is that your son?
Huh?
Is that your son sitting right there?
No. Somewhere. There's the dog, and then there's me over here in the corner of the bed.
Yeah.
So where is he sitting? Is he sitting in the chair? Or is he sitting on the bed?
I'm sitting straight ahead.
Straight ahead? Okay.
Because I see you, and I think I see somebody else right there.
No, it might be one of our spirits. Last night, Hawk seen a man and a girl. So yeah, it could be my father-in-law, it could be my dad, my cousin, something, or my nephews. There's a story about our nephews you don't know, Chris.
Yeah.
Our nephews were killed in a house fire. And they were, 13 and 15? Something like that?
Yeah.
Chris, what were they? David and Dustin?
I don't remember how old they were.
13 and 15, I think.
But they were in a house fire.
Patty said she just saw a boy or a guy sitting here. She goes, is that your son? I'm like, no. And I'm like, could be our nephews, could be my father-in-law, could be my cousin, my dad.
I didn't get my medium fry.
We'll give him mine. I'll call up and tell him.
Move, Sabera. Cody, here. We didn't get your medium fry. Come on.
So if you can't eat them all, I'll eat some of them. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Okay, are you going to tell about the interview too?
Well, I am actually thinking about doing a Q&A as well,
What's that?
Yeah, that.
where people in the chat will come on and ask questions.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
But
Make it like
with
a-
my thing, with my app or program that I'm running, I'm only allowed to have 6 people up there.
Yeah.
We'll have to do a couple of them or something.
So I want to get at least 6 people up on panel to do the Q&A.
Okay.
So the people in the chat can ask the questions and we have to answer them.
That's true. Yeah.
And I plan on doing this live. Of course. Would you be interested in that as well?
The Q&A, yeah.
And that way I'll get you out there to promote your channel as well.
Yeah. Cool.
We're all about helping the community, you know? That's why we do interviews and stuff. I'd like to go up there too, but I mean, I've got so many people.
I can't wait to hit 900, man. I'm so excited about that.
It's an amazing feeling.
Come on, guys, share it out, okay? Let's get up to 900. They can do it.
I don't even know where how many are in here.
I don't even know. There's nobody saying nothing. As far as I see, there's 2.
There's 2 watching, and I know one of them's my channel because I got it on as well.
Yeah.
Ah.
I don't know who the other one is. Anybody there? Knock, knock. Who's there?
Hey, you want to be
Yeah, I
something?
gotta find somebody who knows how to do an intro.
Yeah, she needs help with that, Chris.
I do too.
Well, I know once. Well, we had somebody doing it, but they got too busy doing things. But when we get some money and I could get a good computer for my son, he said he was gonna work on it for us. So if you don't have anything by that time, you're such a bad girl. You want all my food.
Huh.
But if you ain't got anybody to, by that time to do yours, I'll see if my son can help you.
Okay.
Oh, and we do have one person that likes to do some real brain teaser questions.
Yeah, thinking.
Yeah, if you know anybody that from your channel hop on my channel as well, let them know about me because I'm almost 900, man. I'm not too far from 1,000, dude.
Oh, that 1,000 is going to be the struggle for you.
Oh yeah.
For everyone.
I mean, like I said, it took me a long time to get where I'm at right now.
I know. I know all about it.
I mean, I'm actually proud of myself for being where I'm at right now.
People said YouTube ain't hard work. They haven't done it.
It sure ain't easy to get subscribers. It's a very bad process. But it's all good though.
Yep.
Exactly.
The thing is, just keep doing what you love, you know?
It's called having patience, and so if you have patience, it'll come along eventually. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The funny part about it is a lot of people think it has something to do with the thumbs up and thumbs down.
Not really.
And the thumbs up and thumbs down doesn't mean squat.
No. In my book, when you get a thumb down, that's helping you out even more.
Yep.
But if you're used to getting like 50 thumbs up about every stream and you get a couple thumbs down, it helps you get out.
Yeah.
If you get 50 thumbs down one stream, YouTube's going to go back and look at it, see what the heck went on, and then they're going to push their video out even more.
Well, I was watching Three Souls Paranormal, and they actually were monetized.
Yeah.
And Hawk was sitting at Big Bags 500.
But if you guys follow me on Twitter, if you ain't follow me on Twitter, you can do that, and I can give you my phone number.
All right, I got you.
I won't do it here. I'll do it on private DM though.
I got you on Twitter.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, hell, I didn't even know that. I got too many people that follow me on Twitter that I can't see shit. I got like 2,255 people follow me on Twitter.
And Patty, he lied. He said I couldn't have coffee. He already got me one.
I'm not going to get you two of them.
One's all I need. That's my go-go juice. I don't know how far to go, but hey.
I bet if we take you to the top of Randolph, the hill on Randolph Road.
Yeah, I'll go right down the hill.
At high speed.
And spirits will even help push me.
No, you'd probably be outrunning the spirits.
I don't think that's possible.
The Randolph Road Ave here. I could start up by the 16th Street at a dead stop, start rolling, and before I'm even halfway down the hill, I hit 60. In neutral.
The one mountain I don't like is Draper Mountain. Oh my God, there's so many twists and turns. I hate that. I'm like, I don't want to die, Chris. Put on the brake. He's like, I'm riding the brake.
But yeah, we are all about helping people getting out.
I feel you. I'm the same way.
I'd rather see people succeed than not.
Right. So tell me what you think about the Ghost Adventures.
A lot of it's fake.
Oh, shit. You leave my man alone.
No. From when they started out,
Which one?
they were getting real evidence.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
See, it's Travel Channel.
But when Travel Channel picked them up as a show, it has been let out. That's why Nick Groff doesn't even work for him anymore. Because he let it out. They made him do so many retakes of a certain thing. It made it completely fake.
No, who do you like? Which one do you like? Nick or Zach or Aaron?
Yeah, I know Nick's not with them anymore.
You like Zach or what?
I don't know why he left the Ghost Adventure. I just know that he
He
left.
got fired.
He got fired.
But I love the Ghost Adventure. I love those shows. Regardless, I love them. They're awesome people.
Yeah, Nick got fired because he let the cat out of the bag on how they were running the stuff.
Oh yeah?
They wanted them to act scared when there's nothing to be scared of.
Like we watch Destination Fear, okay, and they're probably some of the nicest people, but they'll be sitting there and they'll be in a jail, and then they'll be in jail cell, and they'll say, "Can you make a noise for me and let me know you're here?" And the door was shut, and oh my God, they're about to jump out of their skin. I'm like, you just asked them to make a noise. What do you think they're going to do? Throw a pen on the floor?
And Dakota, lately, the host of the show, actually is one of the cameramen for Zach Bagan.
Yeah?
Or he was, yeah. And you gotta do what, of course, the people that are paying you tells you to do.
Right.
And this one episode, okay, I believe they were at Brushy Mountain, the one I want to go to, the one you want to go to too. But they were at Brushy Mountain, and there was this one inmate that was sent to, I think sent to death or whatever for killing Martin Luther King Jr.
They
right?
all were sentenced to death.
Well, anyway, he was talking to Chelsea, and he said something about a kiss. And I didn't like Chelsea's response. She goes, "Well, I don't kiss the likes of men like you." You know, and to me, it just seemed like she was kind of like poking at him, like, you know, trying to get him to do something to her. I didn't like that response. And I'm like, man, that's antagonistic, isn't it? Like, ugh, I don't know. I don't like provoking. I don't like, you know, I don't like that when they do that. Like a lot of times, Zach Bagans will say, "Come on, you can mess with the woman, but you can't touch me. You can't fight me. You can't come up." You know, it's like, dude,
chill out.
Don't do that. You know, because a lot of times, like when you're doing something like that, you don't know what's going to happen. It could seriously hurt you. You know, a lot of times I don't think people understand that.
I'm not giving you my
Even though
number.
you can't see them, they're stronger than what you think. You know?
Don't get me wrong.
You used to do the same damn thing.
I watched that show constantly. Every new episode they put out, we had it on. But the reason why Nick's no longer on there, he let out what Travel Channel was doing, and Travel Channel fired him.
Didn't Aaron quit though because he was like when they went to Bobby Mackey's or whatever?
Yeah, Aaron quit after they went to Bobby Mackey's.
Aaron, he's still on there, babe.
Yeah, I know, but he did quit
For a while. Yeah.
for a while.
Oh, did he?
He lost his wife because
I know.
of Bobby Mackey's.
She didn't die or anything.
She was starting to have the same dreams that Aaron was having after he left Bobby Mackey's, and she divorced him.
Yeah.
He ended up coming back to Ghost Adventures a few months later, and Nick got fired because of him letting the cat out of the bag about what Travel Channel was doing. They wanted him to act scared when he wouldn't.
Who fired Nick?
Travel Channel.
What?
Because he did not want to play into their games, making something look more haunted than what it is.
Why?
That's a lot with Destination Fear too. They freak out just because they hear a noise, and I'm like, oh my god! You know?
They wouldn't want somebody that's like me going there.
Yeah, the Tennessee Ray Chasers are gonna.
Yeah, I don't think it's cool to. People shouldn't fake their. People shouldn't fake. They shouldn't really.
Nope.
And you remember Ghost Hunters, right?
Yeah.
You remember Brian?
Yeah.
Do you know why he left?
Why?
You remember him spewing it out, saying, "Hey, I gotta go. I cannot do this anymore. I got personal reasons why I can't do it."
Yeah.
And he came down with it being about his family and stuff like
Yeah.
that. That's not the reason why.
Oh.
Jason Hawes,
Yeah.
Dave Tango, and Steve.
Wow.
That's the reason why he left the first time and second time. Behind the scenes, they used to haze the hell out of him until he decided to quit.
But anyway, the Tennessee.
You know why? Who is it now? Can't even think of his name. It was Jason and who?
Grant.
You know why Grant left, right?
You what?
You know the real reason why Grant left, right?
No.
Because they were trying to get him to fake evidence more and more.
Yeah.
On the show.
The Tennessee Ray Chasers.
Now he's back under the Ghost Hunters name with a whole new team. He's trying to rebuild the reputation that he once had.
The Tennessee Ray Chasers are going to be at the Octagon House in September. And I want Chris to go. Chris goes, they won't want me to go because I'll show them up, you know? Because every time they hear a noise or whatever, they kind of freak out, you know? And Chris like, I'll be chasing that noise down. She goes, I'm not going to make them look bad.
How would you feel if you had a TV show and you had to do it the way the channel wanted you to do it, and you have somebody like me come in and have shit and giggles because you're locked in a coffin?
Yeah.
How would that make you feel? Instead of getting scared like they do, or getting creeped out, you got somebody in the coffin laughing because of it.
Right.
Would that make you want somebody like that on your show?
Yeah.
That would make you want me on your show?
What?
No, I'm just saying because I won't follow their script. I cannot portray somebody that's scared. You want to see my scared face?
Right. You
really want to see my scared face?
Yeah.
Okay, this is it.
That's a scary face.
You want to see my excited face out there when I'm doing this?
Okay.
Okay, here it is.
Okay.
I had trained myself to do things like do this stuff with no emotions.
Right.
Because when you let emotions get into the play of things, that's when shit happens. And a lot of times when that shit happens, nothing good comes out of it. Spirits play on your emotions.
Yeah. What? Oh, that's a dog. I thought that was a chicken.
A chicken?
Yeah.
Well,
For
she
a
is
minute,
kind of
my eyes, man, it's bad this morning.
How many hours did she go?
My eyes are bad.
well over 3 hours, Missy.
Wow.
But yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I might let out a different emotions once in a while, but I'm not going to do it every. I won't be able to do something like that every single episode, like they do.
Right?
I might get freaked out a little, but that's about it. I got one video on my channel where I'm switching areas constantly because all the noise is coming from behind me. No matter what way I stand.
Yeah.
But yeah. I just can't do it.
The only video, Chris, that you actually got started.
Okay, contact me on Twitter. I'm gonna get off here for a bit. I'll be back on tonight.
I'm gonna be at work tonight.
Okay, well, you get a hold of me on Twitter.
Okay, not a problem.
Alrighty.
All right, talk to
Love you guys.
Much love.
Love and light to everybody. Thank you.